Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So first off, I would like to say hello to all those new subscribers that I have. Or if you're thinking about subscribing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Another thing I'd like to add is it's the evening, so the lighting might be a bit of an issue, hopefully not. And you might hear a lot of cars go by. So again, my apologies for that as well. But I'm going to be doing my January recap. Now, I gotta look back through my videos because I could have sworn I did a mid-month check-in, but I don't know. I can't recall, and I was looking for it a while ago, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and start the video. So this is Saturday. I'm gonna try to get to the end of the month's recap up at the end of each month going forward, but sometimes it can well, first off, my internet was down since Tuesday. Okay guys, it felt like my husband kept saying the lights are out, the lights are out, and I finally asked him the second day, what do you mean the lights are out? Because clearly they were not out. He just meant that because we didn't have any, I write that number down, because we didn't have any internet, that it felt like the lights were out because we couldn't really go on our phones. Our phones are prepaid and they're very limited data, so when we're out and we consume most of our data outside of the house. He couldn't play on his Xbox Live. He likes playing football, what is it, soccer. So yeah, my child was depressed. She couldn't get on Fortnite. Mom, we don't have Dish anymore. That was one of the bills that I cut at the beginning of the year to start this journey, and I didn't see it as a necessity, so it is what it is. But anyways, let's get back into this. So first I'm going to start off with finishing up my my fourth week in January. So let's go ahead and zoom you guys in on this. Okay, so we can get this done. So we actually made, I wrote it down here so that I wouldn't forget. So my actual bring home income was $698.55. And like I said, we are salary, but when we do work a 6th and 7th day, we do get bonuses. So that's why our incomes aren't set incomes right now, or they're set, but that's why we got more than the set income that if we just work 5 days is. I've been trying to work. I think one of my videos I hadn't had a day off since the 13th. I actually took last Sunday off, but I worked like almost 14 days or something like that straight, and I want to pay off this debt. I want to get rid of this debt that we owe. So let's go. Excuse me about that. Let's go ahead and put in our find out how much we made different, I should say. The difference, there we go. $698.55 minus $549.24. So that's $149.31 in difference. So my husband made $851, $634.17. So that's $197.34. Okay. So for Capital One, we did only do 25. Frontier was $79. My mortgage, I was able to save $300 last week to pay my mortgage. This week, I did pay my lot rent, or save money for the lot rent, again for this month. And my Wells Fargo card, I did pay the $30. So that did come out to be $584.09. Okay, my sinking funds, I think my sinking funds was $175 plus, that was correct. So in total, let's add these up real fast. So $698.55 plus $831.51 gave us $1,530.06. Okay, so let's see, 149.31 plus 197.34 So we had, I don't know if surplus is the right word, but that ain't right. That surely is not correct. So let's try it again. Okay, so it goes this white out. It goes this white out. Okay. Excuse me. So it's 346.65 is what we had left over. We made more than what we planned. So when I get 1530.06, now I don't do a zero-based budget, so we do have money left over. That I'm one of those people that think that something is always gonna happen. Like, I want to apologize for my nails, but I think I'm just gonna get them taken off. I feel that something is always gonna happen, so I feel if I do a zero-based budget, something's gonna pop up, and then we ain't gonna have the money for it. Basically, is what I'm getting to. So that's why I don't do a zero-based budget. Now, here, if I subtract the bills, okay, and then I subtract the sinking funds. So basically, I should have had $480 left over. We did not have that left over in our checking account when we rolled into the new month. Actually, we did, because we had $399 going into this month in one checking account, and I think it was $230 going into the last check, going in the other checking account. I have my lot rent, I have my mortgage, my car payment, insurance in one checking account, and I have that total on that checking account, so I know what has to be in there for those bills to be paid, because they're automatic draft. So we did have, basically, I think we might, let's see, that's $399 plus 2. So we had over $600 in our checking account when we started this new week. So I would say that nothing was over or under here. So I would say that I didn't put anything extra towards debt, because not only am I trying to fund my sinking funds, as most people go back and forth between, do I fund my sinking funds or do I save? It's kind of hard to do both at the same time. So I figured that I'm not going to do a zero-based budget, so that my sinking funds can be funded. I can pay off debt, one credit card debt a month. This month is my my Capital One card, or February. And I can, whatever is left, I can see it in my checking account, so I don't get anxiety of something's gonna happen and I have no money to cover it. Because like I said, in my mind, my sinking funds are untouchable, in my mind. But the money that's in my account, it's kind of like a free-for-all. Even though I do have, and my husband have, we've maintained our, how would you say it? We've maintained control of not spending that money. But I just feel, if you guys feel me, I just feel better having something there as opposed to having my money somewhere at all times and accounted for and going towards something. So yeah, that's just me. That's my journey. That's how I feel about it. I've watched many other people who do zero-based budgets, and you know, they can do that and they're fine with it. I'm not one of those people. Okay, so let's get back into the rest of it. So there is that. I had to put that at the end because when I was doing my layout, those of you who've been following me for the past month know that I kind of was I'm just getting into it, but it just really wasn't working. I wasn't doing it the right way. So this one I actually messed up. I put the wrong bills in this one. That's why it's all funky like that. And basically this is my bills and all that stuff. And I had to put it in here. This is actually for this month here. So for this month, like I said, I did go over all this. I've got to find the footage, but everything here for this month, for this particular week, went good. We actually got paid what we thought we were going to get paid. We didn't have anything extra here. So I'll add all that up to get my actual January budget totals. So you guys can see there's a lot of white out because I messed up the first time. So this one is my second paycheck. You have to, I used the Shea Budgets sheet, and I got the smaller kit. I absolutely love this part here. I think it to me it ties everything in, so I love this. But I didn't get like the week 1 or paycheck 1, paycheck 2 and all that. I didn't realize looking at the kits that was the main difference. So that's why mine isn't fully set up with her sticker sheets. But I'll link her below for you guys to check out. I believe she has March out and whatnot. Well, either way, so like I said, I even did this one, and I did this one on camera and all that stuff. So I'll go ahead and get these totals. This one we did make more than what we thought we were here, as you guys can see. For this next week, the beginning of the month of January, some of our benefits had got cut. Basically, our insurance no longer carries it. Our companies, the insurance is no longer being carried on some things. So that's why you'll see that the budget for us, it has varied, because I wasn't 100% sure what our actual salary, what our actual pay was going to be set, because some stuff was being accounted for and sometimes it wasn't. So, but I think in February we've got it done. I think the first couple of weeks was strange. So for the third paycheck, our budget is a bit different. What I budgeted for is different from other weeks, because again, like I said, the insurance and stuff was kind of hit or miss, and I wasn't 100% sure. This is what I actually made. So my actual paycheck is $549.24. This is without special pay, and you can see here I actually made $542 on my first week, and then this is the third week that this is without any bonuses or anything. So this is my set pay. Now my husband did have a bonus this week, so that's why his pay, what I thought he was going to make, or his regular base pay, and this one is different. But I think this is the right one for him, and we'll see that in a little bit. So here we did go over, or we did make a little bit more than what we thought we were going to make. Now, as you guys can see, so I have the footage, and I'm going to try to find it. Our insurance, we did go over our under budget by $1 here, and also I want to say so my total, everything was under budgeted by $1. We were hoping to have $225 roughly left over, but we didn't. This week, like I explained in that video, my husband is from Guatemala. He has his residency here, and we send his family money time to time. It's not like every 2 weeks we send money. We kind of send it when they ask. So we had $150 we sent them, and $80 was unplanned, and my daughter got her hair done, and that's why you guys saw in my last sinking funds I have an envelope now for her. It says hair, but I'm just gonna get I'm waiting on some cash envelopes, and it's just gonna say her name. Excuse me for a moment. That's so this money, basically we had nothing left over here. Basically like maybe a little bit, maybe $50-$60 left in our checking account after all the bills that are paid. Just to backtrack, same thing for our second week's paycheck. I was planning to have $263 left over, but I ended up, I don't want to say frivolously spending, because I've been wanting a desk, especially for my videos. So I went to Staples. I was feeling really down. I have a desk at work. I was feeling really down about the new year. I've been 7 years at my job, and kind of like, I guess some people say about the 7-year itch in marriages. I was having that 7-year itch when I first started working this year. I felt like maybe if I brought a little bit of myself into my office and the desk that I was at, that I would feel a little bit better about being there. So I went to Staples. I found a great desk. Actually, it wasn't even $137. It was almost $200. It was, I don't know why I put $137. It was like $187, because the desk alone was right at $100. It was on clearance because it was originally like $2 and some change, so it was still a good deal. And then I bought about $60-$70 worth of items for my desk at work, just to liven it up and really make my own, so I can be happy and cheerful going into work. Because I kind of lost my spunk for work. So this one we probably had again another $60, $70 left over. I'm going to try to do better this month and actually looking at my checking account and documenting how much we had left over from the previous month, from the previous paycheck. So basically these two bills were pretty much non-existent, if you will. Very little left over. And then I had to, and the one we just went over, because there is no more room, this goes into February. Oh, that's not even it. It's here, December. I even put this in the wrong spot. I was trying to put it in my notes, and I ended up using it the last week of December, so December is going to be fun. And in here, we were hoping to have, what I said, we had almost $400, $480, I believe that's what it was a while ago. And that's what we had left over from our check. And I was very excited to see that I was able to have, like I said, I was able to pay my mortgage and my lot rent and my Wells Fargo, which is basically a heads up, or staying ahead of the game, as they say, for February. And that's how much we had about left over. Now this, what we do have left over from it, I'm not paying towards debt. Like I said, my Capital One, that's my goal for February. I do not want to overwhelm myself in thinking that, oh, well, we have, you know, $400 left over, let's go ahead and just pay off Capital One or pay off something else. I'm the type of person that if we don't have something, like the first 2 weeks of this month were very brutal for me. Not having a small cushion in the bank was very, very brutal, and my anxiety was acting up and all that. So I don't want to do that. Like I said, I'm the type that I need to have a little bit of something. Now, something I didn't document here was my Etsy supplies that I ordered. Etsy did take a little bit of money out of our budget. Not even out of our budget, because we stuck to our budget, but like I said, a little bit of extra money that we had, or the cushion that we had. When I would get closer to the next pay week, I would order, for example, I ordered my February. Later I'll do a, was it worth it to buy the kits and all that stuff, maybe after March. But what we need to get to is finding out how much we actually made for the month, and all that stuff. So let's see. As a family, my husband and I made $5,000. Let's go here. Oh, well, I had it separated, but I'm gonna just give the total. $5,361.21. Okay. So that gave us a difference of 45, 58, 96. Of, look at this whiteout, it's ridiculous. I think this was the other whiteout that I had that was from the Dollar Tree, and it just was not working for me. So that's a difference of 802.25. Now, mind you, unbudgeted, and I'm gonna figure out how to do all this stuff. Like, this is new to me, okay? So I'm gonna figure out, I know right after bat 150 went straight to Guatemala, at least. I believe we sent money the first week for New Year's, because they celebrate New Year's more than they do Christmas. So I want to say, like, it wasn't exactly New Year's, because it was kind of the weekend or something like that. I want to say this weekend we ended up sending them a little bit more. I don't even know sometimes how the money comes about, to be honest. And that's why I want to do this, so I can kind of figure out where it goes and all that stuff. But we did not have $800 left in our checking account at the end of the month. Well, actually we had about $6 and some change. It was $3.99, and it was $233. What is that? Let's see how much that is together. So say $399 plus $233. So $632 minus the $802.25. So it's about $170 that was basically unbudgeted. That's not accounted for. Now I know, to be honest, guys, just to be honest, probably about 100 of that is off Etsy. I bought budget stickers, and I bought March already. Well, I actually bought March in January, but I kind of threw them. Somebody threw them away. I'm gonna take the blame. I threw them away. So it was probably a total of $100. I bought some pens for work. I don't think I ever showed you guys the pens, but I bought these diamond pens for work. What else did I get off Etsy this month? It was a few things that I got off Etsy. Mainly it was the stickers. I bought an Erin Condren monthly life bound planner, I want to say. That was a little bit as well. Actually, I have the box here. It just came in. So, yeah. So, I'm excited for that. I got that for my social media just so I can have a layout on what I want to do, what videos I want to upload and all that. So, in all actuality, there's maybe I'm gonna give us $70. It's actually unaccounted for. In my opinion, it could have been maybe at work. Sometimes I'll buy breakfast for our bosses, you know, just to stay on the good side. And every now and again, that's about $20 because there's 3 of us and stuff. So, you know, that was probably like maybe twice I did that, so that's at least $40. So when I think about it, yes, of course, some, you know, the money is accounted for because I mostly use checking account besides my cash envelopes. But I'm not doing a zero-based budget right now, guys, because like I said, I need to have that little bit of cushion. Can that be lower? Can this number be lower? Absolutely, this number could be lower of unaccounted for money. But I'm just going to quickly put in the rest of this stuff here. That looks like the right number. And I'll subtract what I thought I was going to get. Now this might be, like I said, a little wrong here and there because I think this was off of another number that might have been, I can't remember if it was the too high number or the too low number, to be honest. So I guess I could figure that out, but I'm not going to. This month to me has been a bit of a success because all the bills were paid and on time, which I really haven't had a problem with that. But I mean, I was able to save so much money with these sinking funds. That's where my like, oh my gosh, this really works. Like, oh my God, it really works came from. So I'm really happy with what I've done for the month of January. I'm really content with myself. In my opinion, this month was a success. So let's see, let's subtract from the 2404.96. That leaves us $542.29. Okay, guys. And for some reason, I don't have my Capital One in here. So we did pay $25 to Capital One. So there we go. That's my budget review. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. Hopefully I wasn't rambling too much. And I hope to do a lot better in February. So thank you guys again. Welcome all you new hires. Hopefully you guys got to the end of the video. Thank you for spending a moment of your life with me. Till next time. Bye guys.